When I look back at my life, I realize something that used to frustrate me for years. I was always running, chasing, and grasping for opportunities. I thought the harder I ran, the faster success would catch up with me. But strangely, the opposite happened. The more I chased, the further things seemed to slip away. Let me tell you a story. There was a season in my life when I was sending out dozens of applications every week, whether it was for jobs, collaborations, or even small projects. I was hungry to make something happen. I told myself, if I don't push, nothing will come to me. So I pushed and I pushed hard. I stayed up late rewriting resumes. I said yes to meetings that drained me. I reached out to people who barely noticed me. And after weeks and months of chasing, you know what I had to do to show for it? Almost nothing. Just exhaustion, disappointment, and that hollow feeling that maybe something was wrong with me. One evening, I remember sitting in my room. I was staring at my phone after receiving yet another polite rejection email. I whispered to myself, why do doors open easily for some people? But for me, every door seemed locked. That was the turning point. That was when I began to ask a different question. What if opportunities don't come to those who chase, but to those who prepare, align, and live with intention? I asked that question to myself several times. And slowly, I started changing the way I lived. I stopped obsessing over chasing every single opportunity, and instead, I focused on becoming the kind of person opportunities are drawn to. Let me break down the key shifts I made. This is because each one changed my life in ways I didn't expect. Number one, I learned to build value before asking for anything. In the past, I was always asking for a job, asking for a meeting, asking for someone to take a chance on me. But here is the truth, people respond more to value than to requests. So I flipped my mindset. Instead of asking, what can I get? I started asking, what can I give? I began sharing what I knew freely. I posted small lessons online. I helped friends polish their projects. I volunteered for skills in places where I wasn't being paid yet. And something remarkable happened. People began to notice me without me chasing them. One person introduced me to another. A small project led to a bigger one. And doors began to open, not because I begged for them to open, but because I was already giving something worth stepping into. The lesson here is simple. If you want opportunities to come, let your values speak first. Opportunities are attracted to light, not noise. Number two, I focused on consistency even when nobody was watching. There was a time I thought I had to impress the right person at the right moment to get my big break. But real life doesn't work that way. Opportunities don't fall from the sky. They grow from the seeds you plant consistently, day after day. I remember starting a small routine. Every morning, I would write, read, and practice something I wanted to get better at. Nobody clapped for me. Nobody cared. Sometimes I wondered, does this even matter? Months later, someone reached out to me saying, I've been watching your work for a while. I love your consistency. Let's talk about collaborating. Wow, that one message taught me something powerful. People are watching, even when you think they aren't. Consistency builds quiet trust. And you know what? Trust attracts opportunities faster than talent alone. Number three, I learned the power of relationships over networking. Over years, I thought networking meant collecting contacts, handing out business cards, or sending endless LinkedIn messages. But relationships are different. They're built on genuine care, not hidden agendas. I began shifting my focus. Instead of trying to meet important people, I started being fully present with people already around me. I listened more. I remembered small details about their lives. I celebrated their wins, even when myself, I was struggling. Over time, this genuine care created bonds. And out of those bonds came opportunities I never could have forced. Someone mentioned my name in a room I wasn't in. Someone else recommended me for a role I didn't even apply for. That's when I realized opportunities don't always come from the big names you chase. They often come from the quiet relationships you nurture every day. Number four, I practiced patience instead of panic. Truthfully speaking, this one was hard. This is because when you're desperate for a breakthrough, patience feels like torture. But I had to learn that rushing often makes you blind. I remember missing a huge opportunity simply because I was so focused on what wasn't working out. I was busy looking at what wasn't giving me what I wanted, that I ignored what was already in front of me. When I slowed down, when I stopped panicking, I began to see the doors that had been standing open all along. You see, patience gave me clarity. Clarity allowed me to recognize opportunities that chasing had blinded me to. Number five, I worked on my energy, not just my efforts. This may sound strange, but hear me out. People can feel your energy before they read your words or even see your resume. Desperation pushes people away. Calm confidence draws them closer. When I shifted from desperation to peace, when I started showing up with quiet confidence instead of restless anxiety, people responded differently. They leaned in, they trusted me more. Sometimes, the secret ingredient isn't working harder. It's carrying yourself with the kind of energy that makes people want to work with you. And so, piece by piece, my life began to change. I wasn't chasing anyone. I was preparing, aligning, and becoming. And when you do that, opportunities begin to find you. Today, I share this not as theory, but as a lived experience. I learned the hard way that chasing doesn't guarantee success. It often guarantees exhaustion. You see, becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts opportunities, that changes everything. So if you're listening right now and you feel like you've been chasing endlessly, maybe it's time to pause. Instead of asking, where are the opportunities? Ask yourself, what kind of person am I becoming? Am I building value? Am I becoming something good? Am I consistent? Am I nurturing relationships? Am I patient? Am I carrying energy that inspires trust? This is because when the answer to those questions is yes, you don't have to knock down doors. The right doors will open to you. I will leave you with these thoughts. You don't have to chase everything. Sometimes, the best way to attract opportunities is to stay rooted, to grow where you are planted, and to let your light be so undeniable that doors swing open on their own. Opportunities are not only about timing, they are about alignment. And when you're aligned, you realize that what you were chasing all along has been quietly walking towards you. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you, healing, growth, and opportunities don't come by chance. They come when you stay intentional, open hearted, and consistent in your journey. If today's story spoke to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share your own experiences. I read every single one, and your words mean a lot to me. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to Healing Voice. That way, you will never miss a new story or lesson that could shift your perspective and inspire your next step. Thank you for spending this time with me. And until next time, keep moving forward with courage and faith. I'm sending you love always.